too faded to play. Now in the pixels and the lights, feel the thrill of the fights. The game's so intense, I need some defense. A victory allowed, so press start now.
Hello and welcome to the 40th episode of the Too Faded to Play podcast. The podcast where we drink and talk about video games.
I'm scared.
And drinking we're going to be doing today.
I'm so scared.
With me, I've got my co-host and friend, LSD.
What's going on, everybody?
How about you tell them why you're scared?
So, this is our 40th episode. Figure we gotta do a challenge for our 40th episode. Mm-hmm. And since somebody has to run the board and everything, I'm the one doing the challenge. I feel so stupid.
Let the record show this was his idea.
So, it's not the traditional way, but we're going to do Edward 40 hands. Now, you're supposed to take both of these to your hands, and you're supposed to drink both of them. So,
yeah, I wouldn't put tape on your hands.
Yeah.
Getting tape off your pulling the hair and shit. No.
So,
no.
Well, homeboy Eggs over here is going to do most of the talking. I'm going to be doing a lot of drinking because my goal is to finish this before the episode is over. So, continue, sir.
Yep.
What have you been up to?
Well,
I'm just going to open one at a time.
Okay. I got into a game that I haven't played, a game series that I haven't played in like 10 years. And I've been playing the shit out of it, actually. I've been playing the newest Call of Duty. Mm-hmm. Mostly the zombies mode. I haven't played a Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. That was the last time I played a Call of Duty. This one's Black Ops 6. And I've just been playing the zombies mode like crazy. So I need to get mine open too. What have you been up to?
Working. So, I have been playing a game. I've been playing Mafia. Mm-hmm. Kind of really been getting into it. It's just actually hilarious. I really like it.
Okay.
That's what I've been kind of playing, game wise. But most of the time I've just been at work. That's it. I don't really have too much going on.
Yeah.
But just working.
I have had a damn possum that has been running around my backyard.
A possum?
Yeah, driving my fucking dogs insane.
No, they like big rats.
Yeah, they are. But Sienna, the one that's been on the podcast a couple times, caught it the other day. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, it didn't go crazy and like try to attack her. It just did the I'm dead thing.
Okay.
So I let them out at night, and they both just go taking off. Both my dogs go running, and they're like hustling, and I'm thinking like they're fighting the neighbor's dog because they do that sometimes. Mm-hmm. I look out there, and Sienna picks her head up with me, and she's just holding the possum in her mouth. And I was like, oh, fuck, put that down. I drug them back inside, and I go back out and look at it, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're playing dead. I'm just going to leave you sitting there, and hopefully that's the case.
Funny thing is, I'm hip to Sienna's massacres because she will rabbits, squirrels, any type of rodent out there, she's killing it and she's bringing it to you.
Yes, yeah.
Like, here, you want some dinner? No.
She always does it in the morning, though, like bright and early. Like, I step out of the shower or something, and then here's Sienna with a rabbit in her mouth. And I'm like, I got to go to work in 10 minutes. I don't want to sit here and clean this shit up.
Whew. Shit, this is going. I don't know. I'm drinking kind of fast. I got quite a bit down.
Don't get sick. Don't get sick.
I got a base. I got a nice little base going. I ate a sub for lunch and I ate some Wendy's and then I just ate a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So I got a nice base of bread going.
Okay.
So if I get sick, I'm sleeping here.
Fair enough.
Oh man, so we gotta do the Cartridge Club, so I can't really hold up the sign. Mm-hmm. But we played Assassin.
Yep.
For the Amiga.
Yeah. It is a pretty basic game. Mm-hmm. It's not bad. It's just very simple. It
actually looked better than I thought it was.
Graphically, I thought it looked really good.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there, I'm thinking kind of like a Atari base type of thing. Mm-hmm. When I saw it, I was like, oh no, this is like...
It's like Super Nintendo.
Yeah, like Super Nintendo. I'm like, oh, okay. I really didn't care for it. The movement was kind of throwing me off a little bit. You know, you had to jump over like that little canyon. It was like spikes there, but if you didn't press it right at the right time, you just kind of fell right to the bottom. And then you had like a boomerang or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the worst assassin game ever. Like you had like this guy with like a god damn. Oh, dude, I could taste it. I could taste that sandwich I ate.
Oh, that's not good.
Jesus. The little dog, they let the dog go and it runs and it attacks you and stuff. And it's like, once it hits you, it's like you're pretty much dead. The guy, he had like the little guns. Like you had to time a lot of the stuff. A lot of stuff was just timed.
Yeah.
But graphically, I was impressed. I really kind of dug the music too.
The music was good. The music was good.
Yeah, I was sitting there bobbing my head. I was like, you know, I kind of like this little music right here.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good music wise. I thought the gameplay was okay. It was very basic. Yeah, you just attacked with your boomerang. The most interesting thing you could do is you could climb the side of trees.
Yeah,
and kind of like hand walk against some walls or whatever.
Yeah.
But it didn't really add any depth to the game, because like when I saw you could climb up trees, maybe later in the game further than I got it does, but when I saw like you could climb up the trees, I started thinking like a Metroid level where you go up and down and you're going around, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be like a cool, but you just go up the tree, you kill an enemy and you go back down the tree. Right.
Yeah, I thought that too. It was like kind of like a side scroller. I didn't like the, you know, when you're going downhill and you got an enemy coming up. So it's like, how can I get him without dying?
Yeah.
So you kind of like got to jump over him, but then next you know he turns around and like, I mean, for what was that, 1992-ish maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, for that time, you know, games, if you were around my age, you know, games were hard as fuck back then. And now, you know, you got save points, checkpoints, you can start, you know, in the middle of the game or wherever you left off at. But back in the day, yeah, you died, you start all the way the fuck over.
Yeah.
That shit sucked.
Yeah.
I remember vividly, and it's kind of off base. I remember vividly, I had left my my Nintendo on. I left it on, and I tried to like throw like a little blanket over it, so you know my grandmother wouldn't see that I was playing the game or whatever. So I left it on because I wanted to continue to play the game. Come back, she turned all that shit off. I was so fucking mad.
Yeah.
I was livid at my 8-year-old self. I was like, God damn it.
I remember one time when I was younger, kind of on that same note, I was doing one of the like 16-hour races in Gran Turismo, in like one of the PS2 Gran Turismos. Yeah. And I had to go to bed because I was just tired. And but I couldn't turn off the PlayStation because you would have to start the race all over. So I found a piece of paper and I wrote on there on a piece of paper and said, "Do not turn off the system." And stuck it to the TV, so when my dad saw it, he wouldn't turn it off.
That shit crazy.
But yeah, good
times. So I'm gonna probably rank it last on my list. I don't know about you.
I don't know about last, but it's definitely low.
It's low.
Let me grab the list.
Yeah, so he's gonna grab the list while I'll sit here and conquer Edward 40 hands. the key to Edward 40 hands is to make sure these beers is cold. Because once they get hot, oh my God.
Yeah, they don't taste good.
Especially OE. So I tasked Eggs with picking up the drinks for the episode this time. And I didn't really specify on what type of 40 to get.
Nope.
I just said get 40 and get a couple of 40s.
Get a couple of 40s, and I did.
And this motherfucker come back with OE. I haven't had OE in a long time. We talking about 92-ish. Mm-hmm. I might have been 12. Don't judge me. I definitely was probably 12. We used to, you know, me and my buddies would get together. We'd get a couple of, you know, some money up, $5, $10 and stuff. And we used to go up to the store that is no longer there no more. It's called Damon's Deli. Mm-hmm. You know, they sold beer, they sold sandwiches and stuff like that. So, you know, we all standing outside. We're 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. And, you know, we trying to get a fiend to go in there and buy something, you know, some beer. Like, hey, man, you go buy some beer, we give you change and stuff. Some people like, nah, man, y'all too young, man. Y'all shouldn't be doing that. Uh-huh. So a couple fiends, they be like, shit, give me the money. They go in there, they come back out with a case of beer, some 40s and shit. They give it to us, man. We go hitting it, and we walking back home. It was like some train tracks. We used to walk up the train tracks to our neighborhood, and we all just sipping beer and shit. We 12, 13 years old, and I remember vividly OE, because this is what they was drinking in the rap videos. Mm-hmm. Ice Cube and NWA, they was drinking OE. They was drinking 40s. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's my 40 story. So,
I remember when I was young like that, I'd had like sips of beer or something at that point, but I was staying the night at a friend's house, and he was like, "You want to do a shot of vodka? My parents just got some vodka." And I was like. Yeah, sure, why not? I was like 12. I was like, because I didn't understand that like vodka was different than beer. I thought like, oh, we're just taking a small drink of beer. That's fine. So we get the vodka. I take the shot of vodka, and I'm sitting there like, I'm gonna die. My throat's closing. It burns. I don't know what's going on.
That's fucking hilarious.
But that's going at the bottom of the list. I put it. I'd rather play it over Meteorites, but that's the only game.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So put mine, but I don't know where I have Meteorites at.
Very bottom.
Very bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's above. I'd rather play that than Meteorites.
Okay.
I could just like leave a motherfucker on, just listen to the goddamn music, because the music was great.
The music was really good.
I really liked it. You know, it was that 8-bitish music. You know, it had a nice little beat to it. And I think I listened to it for like 20 minutes just sitting there.
Yeah.
Just with the damn game. I was like, and it actually played pretty well on the game stick.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it played very well. Okay. I thought I was going to use like the keyboard and stuff like that. No, but it worked fine.
Okay. Yeah, so I played it on my PC, but Yeah. So.
All right. So.
Anyways, on to the main topic.
Main topic.
Normally we would introduce a second drink here, but we're not going to do that today.
No, because I can't drink no more liquor after this.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm powering through this first one.
I didn't even expect you to push through the first one, to be honest, because I wouldn't want to do that myself.
Look at that.
Yeah, you're moving along.
I'm like halfway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, so we got 40 interesting times of gaming.
Yeah, just interesting things that have happened, whether that be some kind of achievement, something interesting that happened in general. Like we're just gonna talk about some stuff.
Oh, that's helping.
Is it? I mean, I'd imagine it would be. So I got a few here.
I farted out of my mouth.
I've got a few here, and I'll just start going through them so you can get onto that drink.
I'm still going. Keep on riding.
Keep going. All right.
I'm just listening.
So I got down here the first game to ever use the twin stick style for first-person shooters, like dual analog sticks, was on the PlayStation 1. It was Alien Resurrection that came out in 2000.
Okay.
People hated it.
Really?
Yeah. People hated it because of the control system. They were like, this is never going to work. This is never going to catch on. This is an awful control system. Like, I wrote down one of them because it made me laugh. Because Alien Resurrection is supposed to be a horror game. So this is what the reviewer put. The game's control setup is the most terrifying element of it. And that's them complaining about using 2 analog sticks to play a first-person shooter. Which is funny to look back on that.
Yeah, because now it's like second nature.
Yeah, and that's the standard. Like, if you don't do that to a first-person shooter, what the fuck are you doing? You're messing up.
Weird now.
Yeah, so I just thought that was funny. And here, next, rest in peace, E3. You will be missed. And I got a couple things that came out of E3, because E3 in general was just a moment in gaming time in itself. But I wrote down some of the ones that I thought were the best, I guess, that were interesting to me. In 1995, at E3 1995, the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation 1 were both revealed at the same time.
Really?
Yeah. And the Sega came out and they were talking about the Saturn, and they showed it off, and then they said the price, $399, which is a lot. In the 90s, that's a lot. That's a lot. So
I had a Sega Saturn though.
Yeah.
How much did I pay for that motherfucker?
They probably discounted it because it was getting its ass whipped by the PlayStation 1.
I'm sitting there like, I know I had one. I don't know what I bought mine used. So I know I bought it used. Okay, continue.
So after the Saturn presentation, where it was unveiled, and $399, that's the price, Sony came up next. And all they did was the CEO of Sony at the time, Sony America at the time, walked out on stage, walked up to the microphone, said $299, and then walked away.
I do remember that.
And that's like one of the most badass moments in gaming.
That motherfucker dropped that bitch $100.
Yeah, he just walks up and goes, $299, and then just walks the fuck away.
I do remember that. That's great.
That was a fucking moment in gaming history.
I love gaming history.
And then next up was the PlayStation 4 with E3. In the same E3, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One were announced. Xbox went before PlayStation, and Xbox was talking about all the DRM stuff, where they were talking about, like, you have to be online if you want to play your games, and if you buy a physical game, it's got a code to it that locks that disc to your specific system. You can't share your games. You can't do any of that. So Sony pulled another similar thing that they did, and because their conference came afterwards, they quickly scrambled to add a short video clip to their presentation. And so at the presentation, the guy on stage goes, and here, we'd like to show you how you can share your PlayStation games. And they cut to a clip that was recorded backstage at E3, just like 5 minutes before the presentation, of a guy holding a game. He hands it to another person. The guy goes, "Thank you." Because Xbox was like, well, you can't share games. And then Sony was like, share your fucking games.
Share your fucking games. It's not a big deal. We all shared our fucking games when we were kids.
Yeah.
You know, you let your buddy use your damn Contra cartridge and stuff like that, and you know, you might got it back a month later because motherfucker never kept forgetting to bring it to school and shit. And then he was about threatening I had to whoop his ass, and he finally bought it. And then, all right,
yeah,
that's actually a true story.
No. Honestly, one of the games on my shelf is a game I borrowed from a friend during middle school, and it's still sitting there, so.
He should whoop your ass.
And then E3 2005 was a wild time because the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, and the Wii were all unveiled in that week.
Ooh.
And that's what I'm going to miss the most about E3, it being dead, is just it was a week-long, like, Christmas for gamers, where you just got to sit down, and for an entire week, it was just constant new news of new games, new systems, new technology, just all week.
It was just basically like Electronics Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
And it was just Christmas every day for a week, basically.
Shit, I'm losing my momentum.
I see that.
Oh, man. Like, I'm shooting this 40. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can shoot the second one.
I wouldn't. I personally would not.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
I think we got to talk about Doom, the video game Doom.
Doom is always something in Doom.
There's always something in Doom, and it's practically the father of all first-person shooters.
Yeah.
Like, I know Wolfenstein came before Doom, but Doom was really the one that caught on and made everybody like look at them like, this is a new genre. We're going to play these. I was just about to say
Wolfenstein was, I think, the first first-person shooter that I played. And I remember playing it on my homeboy's computer. Mm-hmm. And I used to get nauseous from playing it. Because, you know, like, it used to make me, like, physically sick from playing that game. And I guess it was just, like, the movement of the game. But I had to stop playing it because it really made me sick.
Yeah.
So, continue.
But then Doom came out, and that was that. That was what first-person shooters were now. Mm-hmm. Everything is built off of Doom, literally. Mm-hmm. The engines and everything, the gaming engines and all that. You don't look very happy.
I'm busted. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm busted right now. And I only drunk. That's about 3/4.
Yeah, no, you're making your way through that shit.
I'm telling you, man. I haven't drunk a 40 in like 20 years, man. This is hard. This is shit probably longer than that, man. I'm telling you, I haven't drunk a 40 in a long time.
I'm gonna call you out.
Oh.
We drank 40 on one of the episodes of the podcast. I don't remember which episode though.
We did drink 40s.
Yeah. We
did. You absolutely right. I think that was the one where we had Mad Dog, I think.
Maybe.
I think that was the same episode.
It might have been,
Mad Dog and the Wild Irish Rose. I think that was the same one.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't remember exactly which episode it was.
I know which one it was, though. We drunk Steel. We drunk some Steel Reserve. If you got 2 Steel Reserves, I'd have fucking got up and walked away. I would have walked right out this room and went home.
We're not recording.
Nope. Shit. But anyway, continue. What number are we on right now?
7.
7. All right, we still got more to go. Yeah. 40. Let's get it.
I'm gonna try to fly through these now. No Man's Sky. That game came out in like 2016.
I really wanted to like No Man's Sky. I just couldn't get into it.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people really wanted to like it, including myself. Because there's a lot of cool stuff about it, but it just
looks fucking fantastic. And there's so much that you could do in that game. Mm-hmm. And I really wanted to like that shit. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah. No, I really wanted to like it. Mostly because of their fucking feature that's on this. It is the biggest open world game.
Oh, yeah. It's huge.
There are, as they've counted as of now, 18.5 quintillion planets.
That's a lot.
In the game.
This motherfucker said quintillion.
Quintillion.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of fucking planets.
You ain't gonna see them all.
No, and that was kind of the point of the game. It was like everybody can play this game, and you're gonna have your own like planets that only you ever see.
Yeah.
Because like you and I could both play the game, start it the same day, explore it, both put 700 hours in the game or whatever. You and I are not going to see the same planets. No,
that's a game that don't end.
Yeah.
That's just a game that you just play forever. Mm-hmm. And I played, to be honest, I probably played 50 hours of it. Mm-hmm. And I really wanted to like that game.
Oh, me too. I tried hard to like that game.
It was just so fucking hard to like it.
It's just boring.
I'm pretty sure there's like a small cult of people who like really like that game. Mm-hmm. I just couldn't get into it, and I really wanted to like that game because I thought it was just so fucking cool. Mm-hmm. Well, all right, go continue.
To be fair to the game, I will say I have not played it since it came out, and they have done like 7 or 8 different expansion packs that are all completely free that people say make the game worth playing now. So, to be fair to the game, I haven't experienced any of that, so I don't know. Next up, crowdfunding. That was a wild thing for a little while. It still kind of goes on now.
I fucking hate crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding was wild for a while. That's how we got the fucking Ouya, which was a shitty little square.
That fucking...
It just played some phone games. Not even like the good phone games. It just played some.
Your phone is powerful than the Ouya.
Yeah.
That's the bust.
Your phone was more powerful than the Ouya at the time the Ouya came out. Which was... Yeah. But I wrote down the first game to be funded was in 2008. It was called Mount and Blade. I've never played it myself. I know a couple years ago they released like Mount and Blade 2. But apparently that was the first game to be crowdfunded. Can you guess the first game to ever use a power-up?
A power-up?
Mm-hmm. Or at least the power-up mechanic. It is a game you've played. It was a very popular game.
Super Mario Bros?
No.
A power-up?
That video game is in the room with us here.
Man, you got like 700 fucking video games.
Like that video game is on the TV in the screen with us here.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man was the first game to ever use the power-up mechanic. With the power-up pellets.
Yeah, power-up pellets.
Yeah, Pac-Man. You know what? Pac-Man was the first game to do that.
You're absolutely right. You know, motherfucker turn all the ghosts blue.
Mm-hmm. That was a Pac-Man original, which is wild to think now. Because now when I think power-ups, I think like Mario and shit. You know, like
Mario. I think that was Mario where they hit the one where it had said "pow." Mm-hmm. Is that Mario? Okay.
Yep. But yeah, no, Pac-Man was the first one.
Hey, man, what the fuck is the alcohol content of OE? 40 ounce. I can't even see that shit. I'm busted right now.
I don't see an alcohol content. It's gotta be on there.
You know who got a good song about Old English?
Who?
It's The Game.
Okay.
He got a song called Old English. That shit is fucking fantastic.
Okay.
I love that fucking song. I don't like a lot of the Game music, but that song, fucking cold. Oh, yeah, so go ahead. Continue. We got 40 to get to.
We're not even close.
All right, let's go. Run it.
I feel like I'm obligated to mention Minecraft.
Minecraft, okay.
Minecraft came out, took the world by an absolute fucking storm, and it is currently the highest selling game of all time.
I believe that because I've seen some crazy things. Mm-hmm. Like my son used to build crazy stuff on Minecraft. My daughter too.
Oh yeah.
I've seen her. I sat there and watched her, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I could never do that.
Yeah.
Because my imagination, I mean, it's short, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Minecraft, yo.
Yeah, no, I've put some time into Minecraft, but yeah, no, it is the highest selling individual game. Like not as like some places, like if you look up like Tetris. Yeah. Tetris is technically the highest selling franchise or something like that.
Yeah.
But Minecraft by itself has sold 300 million copies.
I believe that shit. Everybody. Yeah. I think I'm the only person that's never played Minecraft. Mm-hmm. I've never sat down and played it, but I've watched people play it.
Yeah.
I've never played it. All right, continue.
Let's go over some of these here. So we got before I go over more on the ones that I got here, we got an article. It's called The 40 Most Underrated Moments in Video and Gaming. I'm going to retry that. It's called The 40 Most Underrated Moments in Gaming History. And LSD found this.
Yeah, I found this. And I thought a couple of these were like really interesting.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go through and look at a few of them. What? After guitarist Slash takes a rogue shoe to the face, local gamer Fisher Quinn armed only with his experience in playing Guitar Hero 2, volunteers to assist Guns N' Roses and finish the show as their lead guitarist. He is beaten within an inch of his life by security, but the gamers have long been inspired by his determination.
I thought that was funny.
he's like, I play Guitar Hero. Let me
join in.
Let me join in, and then security just kicks
not
his
the
ass.
same thing.
Apparently, that was April 14th, 2018.
All right, this is my favorite one right here.
This one here.
Yes.
So, Gran Turismo, October 18th, 1998. Determined to get through as much of the original Gran Turismo as he could determined to get through as much of the original Gran Turismo as he could in its 3-day rental window. That's a throwback. Fucking rental window. Seventh grader Darren Thompson forgoes all sleep, food, water for 72 consecutive hours.
Yep.
Although celebrated in time, Thompson's untimely death 2 days later, it tends to overshadow the... Dude died from this?
He died.
The kid died from that?
He died.
Damn.
Playing Gran Turismo. And we both like fucking Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I mean, I just talked about it earlier. We tried leaving the system on to play the game because of the...
3 fucking days.
Damn. 72 consecutive hours. No. I don't know if I could have ever done that. Like, I've pulled all-nighters on games before.
I've definitely did that. I've pulled 12, 16-hour days. But 72?
No.
Oh, shit. I'm slowing down. I should have trained for this. I don't think I'm going to crack over the second one.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame you.
Look at that.
I'm not going to blame you.
Woo.
I'll let you read it.
I could barely fucking see. You talking about? All right. Joseph Holmes, 86, asked his family to leave the hospital room so he could spend his last final moments playing Harvest Moon 2 for the Game Boy Color.
Damn, that's dedication.
He wanted to play fucking Harvest Moon before he died.
He said, "Get the fuck out of my room.
I want to die playing this game.
Get my kids out of my fucking room. I want to fucking pull some turnips."
Pass me my Game Boy, and this was June 22nd, 2003.
Damn, that's dedication.
Busted.
I see that.
Shit, this is a bad idea. X-Men. August 4th, 2008. Roger Ebert briefly revised his video games can't be art stance after spending a few hours of playing X-Men Legends 2 on the Nintendo GameCube, and says, "All right, this one's pretty tight."
Are these real?
Yeah. You probably too young to remember. There used to be two movie critics. They were called Siskel and Ebert. And they used to have like a movie rating thing that used to come on TV. And I remember my grandmother watching it. It used to come on at night. And they would sit there and rate like these movies and shit. And I was a kid, so the movies that they were rating, they was like, "Oh, this movie sucked" and stuff like that. But I thought they were fucking good, but I'm also 8 years old, so I don't know shit.
Yeah.
You know, you telling me that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sucked. I'm like, that shit was the fucking greatest movie ever. You know? But I'm also 8, so.
The live action one?
Yeah.
It was a great movie. What the fuck are they talking about?
Movie. They gave it, I can't remember their rating system. I can't remember if it was like thumbs down, something like that. I can't remember. But it was so long ago. I think both of them dead now.
Okay.
It's so long ago. But continue.
He says X-Men's all right.
All right. Oh,
there we go. This is the one you wanted, yeah.
I'm going to read this one. So, July 20th, 2001. 2021.
This is recent.
I'm busted. A local fisherman, Mark Joyce, catches a mint condition copy of Legend of Zelda in Lake Superior, sealed in waterproof casing, unaware of his potential 5-figure selling price. He throws it back and says, I was trying to catch a trot, not the game of Zelda. The fuck?
The fuck? I mean, to be fair, maybe not everybody knows, but I mean, he probably didn't fish it up and look at it and go, that's a 5-figure game. Toss it back in the water. You know, he just saw like this is an old game, throws it back in the water.
It's a fucking $1 million game.
Yeah. No, I get it. He's like, I'm here to catch fish, though. You know? If it was you or I, we'd be like, holy shit!
I need that location of Lake Superior.
Yeah, give me the coordinates.
Right.
I will head to the lake.
All right, continue.
The website just crashed. Let me see if I can refresh it. There were so many ads on the website that it crashed.
Motherfucker did have a lot of ads.
Oh, the website's down. Wait, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah, we back up.
All right, let me scroll all the way down.
Geeked.
Jared Rice successfully completes a perfect game of the obscure Baby Pac-Man using only his face.
That's pretty good.
Was he like...
I'm assuming he just had like his nose there over his chin, looking at the screen.
I was gonna say my first thought was he was like sucking on the fucking handle.
I almost spit the shit out. That was so stupid. I almost spit the shit out. I got through the first 40.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I got like I'm almost there.
Yeah.
All right, next page.
So December 30th, 1990. Mistaking her son's request of Street Fighter 2 and Final Fight, Kaluta Woods mistakenly buys Street Fighter 2010, the final fight, for her son Tiger's 15th birthday, making him swear off of video games and take up the sport of golf. So he wanted a specific game. His mom bought him a old NES game.
That is an old NES game.
Like this was in the 90s, so I mean, I guess it wasn't super old, but it was older even then. And he hated the game so badly, Tiger Woods took up golf.
Yes, sir. There you go. There you have it.
Tiger Woods is a world famous golfer because his mom bought him fucking Street Fighter 2010.
That sounds like a good trade-off to me.
Yeah.
Shit, multi-fucking millionaire. Fuck.
Yeah. What's funny is when I was halfway through reading that, I didn't put together that her last name was Woods and her son was named Tiger.
Yeah.
And until I got close to the end there, and I was about to say, who the fuck names their kid Tiger? I've never heard of anybody with the name Tiger.
Oh yeah, Tiger.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger.
So before the outrage from parents that demanded adults in gaming bars to drink root beer, Midway's Midway's Tapper, the game, briefly conveys the accurate message to children that alcohol is indeed cool and should be attained by any means necessary.
That's a fucking fantastic game. I want that game. I bet you cross off Fortune.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Ah, man. Here you go. Right here.
Here we go. Pokemon. November 12th, 1997. Emilio Bowers, 12, of Boston, Massachusetts, successfully beats Pokemon Blue in the back row of church unbeknownst to anyone else until he screams, "Oh, I got you, you fucking asses."
I can see that. You sitting in church, somebody screams that out, you just turn around, look like...
Just the 12-year-old boy at the back of the church.
Oh, God. I'm dreading drinking the second one.
I wouldn't do it.
Oh,
I
my God.
I wouldn't be doing it. It's probably warm-ish by now.
No, it's still cold.
Okay.
We're 40 hands. Beer, too. I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm busted now. I'm drunk. This is a rare game right here. This is one of the only sports games that's worth money.
Yeah, NFL 2K1
Yeah.
on the Sega Dreamcast.
All right, playing NFL 2K1 during the infancy. I'm drunk. Leave me alone. During the infancy of online play, Samson Payne is the first video game player to pour soda on his console rather than letting a lopsided defeat. He endures. I can't read that shit.
So basically, in March 3rd of 2001,
okay,
this is one of the first games to play online. Instead of letting himself lose the game, this man chose to pour soda onto his Dreamcast to kill the system instead of lose a game in football. Oh, Spyro.
That's your game right there.
Games. November 2nd, 1999. Spyro Repto's Rage. Taking a break from directing films, Martin Scorsese tries his hand at video games, penning the original story for Spyro 2 Repto's Rage. Through a modest success, Scorsese would immediately return to film, deeming the video game world too intense, too cutthroat.
I never knew Scorsese did a video game.
I didn't either, honestly. I love Spyro.
Especially a Spyro?
I didn't know he had any part in writing Spyro's story.
Now, if you did a gangster movie or a gangster game, it would have fit. Spyro, that's a little out there.
Well, what's weird about it is Spyro 2 does have some weirdly violent stuff in it.
He ain't no gangster.
No, but like you crush a man with a giant stone that you push down. There's people kicking other people off of cliffs into volcanoes, and like
that's a little gangster.
there's like some weirdly violent stuff that happens in Spyro 2 that's not in any of the other Spyros.
Oh shit. Man. By the time I finish these, I'm gonna piss over the damn house.
All right, let's jump back into my paper list here. So this next one's a little bit of a story spoiler to Final Fantasy VII. So King Buns, if you're listening, skip this part because you haven't played the game yet.
Fuck King Buns, man.
I agree. Fuck King Buns.
I miss Buns. Come home.
So a lot of people I've seen online over the years admit that their first time ever crying to a video game, like the story of a video game, was in Final Fantasy VII when one of the characters, Aerith, is killed on screen.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever cried in a video game.
Yeah. That's because you don't listen to the stories. You skip all that shit.
Do you realize how long them fucking stories are?
Yeah, I play all of them.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
I do.
I want to play the game.
I play it, and I listen to the story. Anyways, I just find that one interesting that like a lot of people claim that game is like the first time they ever like cried to a video game. A story touched them in the heart.
So on the side note, we're both kind of nerds.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of. Just kind of.
His nerd is way up here.
Uh-huh.
My nerd is right here.
It's a little higher than that.
All right, maybe right there.
Yeah, you're about right there. Yeah.
I'm right there. But I like violence. And I can fight. So my nerd didn't come out till I was like damn near 35. You know, I mean, I always liked the shit, but now I'm just like, man, I'm old as fuck, man. I'm 45 years old, man. I'm old as fuck. God damn, this beer got me talking. Continue.
The first horror game to ever come out is accredited to a game on the Atari 2600 called Haunted House.
I vaguely remember that game.
I looked up gameplay. It's not scary at all.
No, of course
it's not. On the 2600. Of course it's not scary.
It's not scary.
But still, it's the fact that like that's accredited as the first horror game.
Resident Evil was the first fucking game that scared the shit out of me.
Were you reading my list? Because the next one is Resident Evil 1, the first actually scary game.
What? Man, that shit creeped me out.
Dude,
God.
The fucking scene right at the beginning of the game where you go around the corner and it turns into a cutscene of the zombie just turning up at you with his bloody mouth after eating someone.
I remember jumping vividly at that part. That shit creeped me out.
The fucking, there's when you're walking down one of the hallways and the fucking dog just, jumps through the windows and shit. The first, it's I'm sure there was other scary games because there's some interesting. I've seen some interesting stuff where it's scary artwork, but it's not scary gameplay.
Resident Evil fucking creeped me out.
Very
first one creeped me out.
Yeah, that's why I put it on here. Resident Evil 1, the first scary game. My next one, Night Trap, is an interactive movie game that came out on the Sega CD, and it is accredited alongside Mortal Kombat for why we have the game's rating system.
I know Mortal Kombat was the one that put it up there.
But Night Trap was right there alongside it. Night Trap is one of the reasons, but Night Trap was what was brought up in I don't know if it was a court case or whatnot, but one of them was brought up we need to have an age rating system on this. Kids can't play this. This is too violent. And if you play it now, it's not violent at all. It's really cartoony in a way.
Side note.
But, yeah.
Side note. I was going to blow your mind with this if I would have got it. So I was on Marketplace and I was searching. You know, I do that every once in a while. It kind of puts me to bed. And I saw a motherfucker who had the Nintendo 64 Pokemon edition with the Pikachu on it. I reached out to him. I was trying to get that motherfucker. And he sold it before I did. He sold it before I got it.
Yeah. You're going to have to talk louder. That mic's not picking you up.
And the price that it was insane. If I would have got it for that price, I would have made out.
Anything under $400 and you would have been
way under $400.
Yeah.
It was $75.
Jesus.
75, and it was in Florence. I would have drove to fucking Florence to get that bitch.
I would have too. That's worth the gas.
That shit is $400. I was so mad. He didn't respond, and then next thing you know, I seen sold. I'm like, son of a bitch, the motherfucker got that bitch.
Yeah.
Bastard.
I would have been upset. My next one on this list is. It took me a second because I forgot why I just wrote this down, but now I'm remembering it. All I wrote down on the list was Wii Sports.
Wii Sports?
But Wii Sports was a fucking moment because that's the game that made everybody realize what motion controls were and how fucking fun they are to just sit in a room and play with your friends.
Wii Sports made me buy a Wii.
Yeah, exactly.
I went over my friend's house. We had her on the show, Queen Gorilla. We had her on the show. She had the Wii. And I went over there and I was playing fucking bowling and all the other shit with they family and shit. As soon as I left their house, I went and fucking bought a Wii. Because that shit was that fucking fun.
Wii Sports is the best fucking demo disc to ever exist.
The fuck? Yes!
It perfectly shows off what a console is.
Man.
What that console does. No other game consoles, demos, or whatever, no matter what you play, really... they'll show off the game can do graphics, they can do this. Fucking Wii Sports showed off exactly what the fuck the Wii was and
Wii
why
was
you
the
wanted
shit.
it.
Wii was the shit, man. When that shit came out, Wii Sports, man, dominated.
Oh, yeah.
And that wasn't even a fucking major game. That was just a Nintendo game that they released with the fucking Wii.
It was the pack-in.
That shit was great.
Yeah. It was just the pack-in. It was the game they gave away with the system.
Right.
Just so you had something to do until you got another game.
And I actually missed that. Fucking systems need to come back with games. But that's the complain
it's for
episode that we're going to have later. Because we're going to have shit to complain about later.
We always have shit to complain about. The next one I have on here is the build up to VR in the 2010s. Before VR was actually in people's hands.
Yeah.
And then nobody plays it anymore.
Yeah.
The actual build up of just watching and hearing about all the cool shit that you can do in VR. Because VR is really cool.
Yeah.
It's just hard to deal with sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But like just the buildup of watching, like, oh, we've made this headset. This headset does this. This is a game you can do. Look at all this cool stuff you can do in VR.
Yeah.
Because there was that whole like at least 2 or 3 years where people were like, this is the future of gaming.
Yeah.
And it hasn't quite turned out to be that, but that's what everybody thought for a good period of time. And that was like just a moment of time where everybody was happy about the future of gaming and looking forward to it. And then it became the fucking PlayStation 5 Pro for $800.
Don't get me started on that bullshit. And then they got the motherfucking expansion, the CD disc drive that you put on the side.
Yeah.
That shit is so fucking stupid.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Man. Don't get... That's the complaint episode.
Yeah.
Episode whatever.
Whatever.
Down the road when we get there.
When we do another complaint episode. We've only done like 2 of those so far, so that's not bad for...
Is it 2?
Yeah, I think it's 2.
All right.
We've complained in episodes, but I think we've only done like 2 episodes of actually complaining.
All right, continue. Go ahead.
My next one, the year of 2007.
What happened in 2007?
Let me tell you.
All right.
Halo 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Assassin's Creed 1, BioShock 1, Super Mario Galaxy, Portal 1, God of War 2, Uncharted 1, Team Fortress 2, Crisis Core, The Witcher 1, Mass Effect 1, Guitar Hero 3, Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction, Crackdown, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Mario Party 8, Rock Band 1, Rune Factory 1, Zelda The Phantom Hourglass, and Manhunt 2 all came out in that one fucking year.
That sounds like the year I didn't have enough money.
That was a fucking insane year.
What? That's all heavy hitters.
All heavy hitters in 1 year.
God damn. That's $1,000 in games.
just hitter after hitter. The only thing to beat that is 1998.
What happened in 98?
Let me tell you.
All right.
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Oh, fantastic game.
Tekken 3, Half-Life 1, Metal Gear Solid, Grim Fandango, Resident Evil 2, Panzer Dragoon, Banjo-Kazooie, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, Spyro the Dragon, Tomb Raider 3, Pokemon Yellow, Sonic Adventure, Fallout 2, StarCraft, Twisted Metal 3, Mario Party 1, Soul Calibur, Clock Tower 2, and then it just kept going on, and I got bored of writing.
God damn.
That was all just 1998.
1998, I would have been 18, 19 years old. I definitely didn't have enough money then.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But I did have the Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely had that.
Oh, yeah. It's just 2 insane, crazy years of just amazing games. So I guess another moment in gaming history is right now. Co-op games are fucking going off.
Oh.
Right now, there's a crazy popularity of Among Us, Lethal Company, games like Helldivers. Like, they're all taking off. And I think that's a really cool thing to see that, like, co-op stuff is going off. Because it used to, for the longest time, online things were just... they were just competitive. And right now, a bunch of co-op stuff is going on, and that's really cool to me. And the greatest thing I think to happen to gaming in history.
What's that?
My number 20 on my list, at least. In 2023, the greatest gaming podcast ever started, Too Fated to Play.
Motherfucking yes. The fuck? Shit. Yes, sir.
And gaming was never the same.
Never the same. You got 2 fucking drunks over here who love playing fucking video games, and I'm over here really trying to do the 40 hands challenge.
You're fucking crazy.
I got a beer in the quarter. Mm-hmm. That's about a quarter.
Yeah, you're fucking crazy.
I'm telling you, if I stand at your garage, I could piss across the street. Ooh, let's read that one.
Oh,
all right. So, December 25th, 1992.
Christmas.
This
happened on fucking Christmas.
Fucking Christmas. Mel Gibson leads a shocking anti-Semitic racist rant on Ocean's corporate answering machine concerning lethal weapons, frame rate, and shooting mechanics. I don't remember that game.
Neither do I, but apparently Mel Gibson was very unhappy about that game.
Mel Gibson's unhinged.
Yes, I agree.
He is very fucking unhinged.
Could you imagine that though? Like you go to check into your office the day after Christmas, and there's just a voicemail from Mel Gibson just spewing racist shit about you at you because of the game your company made.
And what's fucked up is I really fucking like Mel Gibson movies. He makes some great fucking movies, but he is a fucking racist douche, which is insane to me. But it is what it is. All right, go ahead, continue. Scroll. Nah. My name's in that one.
Your name's in that one. It's not the same thing, but...
Same thing.
Inspiration strikes amateur paperboy and budding computer programmer Freddie Fowler as he accidentally ingests LSD before a shift one day. The vivid hallucinations he endures while delivering the day's newspaper go on to inspire the classic series of Paperboy games. He did actually stop an armed robbery by throwing a newspaper at a guy, by the way. That part was real.
I fucking love Paperboy. Paperboy was fun as fuck.
It's an interesting game.
Yeah, all you doing is riding your bike up the block and you just throwing papers and stuff. I really enjoyed Paperboy as a kid. Mm-hmm. That shit came out in 82?
82.
God damn.
November 12th, 2001, Samantha Massey successfully fakes a bellyache 25 days in a row in order to stay home from school to beat the infamously long Dragon Warrior 7. That's a 7.
That's definitely a 7. Now I want to play it.
You wouldn't like it. It's an RPG.
I know I want to like it.
It fucking fakes a bellyache 25 days in a row. Did her parents not just take her to the hospital?
She just stayed home for a whole fucking month.
Yeah.
And just said, fuck it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think after a couple of days, though, the parents should have been like, well, let's get you to the hospital.
Hey, this old days, they probably didn't have no money.
2001.
Yeah, they didn't have no money back then.
Maybe. What the fuck just happened?
Actually went back.
I hit a button on accident.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
Daytona, USA. I like Daytona.
Alex Conway of Detroit, Alex Conway of Detroit successfully.
He didn't even have a full beer, yo.
I haven't. Successfully keeps 3 cigarettes. Alex Conway of Detroit successfully keeps 3 cigarettes and half a joint hidden from his parents for an unprecedented 2 months inside of his copy of Daytona USA for the Saturn, utilizing the oversized jewel case exactly as Sega had intended.
I actually had that game. That game was actually fucking fun.
I fucking love Daytona USA.
Daytona USA was fucking great.
My friend's already taken a sound clip of one of the old episodes. Daytona!
I remember you saying that too. Oh, it's so good. Oh man, this beer went out. I gotta pee. Pause it.
We're almost at the end. You just.
All right, go ahead.
We'll run through a couple more, and we'll hope that it's 40 because I've not been keeping count.
Yeah, I don't even know what number we at. I stopped counting at like 2.
I know we've got at least 20.
Oh man.
There's a Virtual Boy title, Nedster's Funky Bowling. This Virtual Boy title got young Sam Haley of Toledo, Ohio, so sick he threw up right into his Virtual Boy on purpose so it would never work again.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting, yeah.
And he just wasted. Oh, black.
Well, there you go. There's your game.
Hey, Rush Limbaugh urges fans to boycott Sony and Microsoft until they released a game called White.
That's fucked.
What the fuck?
That's fucked. It sounds like a thing Rush Limbaugh would do.
He doesn't know the game.
No. Yeah.
He just saw black and said, no.
Yeah.
I don't want.
Yeah.
Black shouldn't have game, but he didn't realize what the fucking game was worth. You dumb. He dead, ain't he? I think he died a couple years ago.
Probably. He was old as fuck when I was a kid, so.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Anyway.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
I've seen this game before.
Have you ever played it?
I never played it, but I've seen it.
It's a platformer game, and it's just cussing and sexual jokes. So, I don't know if... Yeah, it doesn't look like it says it there, but when... this is made by Rare, the people who did like the Donkey Kong Country games and stuff. They brought a game called Conker to Nintendo, and fucking Nintendo said this game is too kiddie. It's too childish. And Rare got upset, so they said, all right, fucking find out then. And this game opens up with Conker the squirrel, the orange squirrel that's on there, just fucking passed out on the ground from a night of drinking. He's just fucking...
what I'm about to fucking be in a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Determined to buy the highly anticipated motion-controlled sword fighting game Red Steel, Riley Drake mows a record 49 lawns in a single whirlwind day to be able to purchase the game. Once she plays it, she thinks it's just okay.
That's a lot of lawns.
That's a fuckload of lawns.
That's funny.
You'd be paying me a full wage, and I don't know if I could do that
she
many.
Should have made way more money than that.
Yeah, just to buy one, $50 game at the time?
Yeah. I played this game.
Food Fight for the 7800? Yeah. Food Fight Mania is blamed on the largest public cafeteria foot fight in history, which takes place in San Jose, California. The horrific incident leaves over a dozen nice shirts ruined, and one kid reportedly gets mashed potatoes in his backpack.
I remember that game. That game was actually pretty fucking fun.
I've never played that one.
Oh, Doom. Here we go.
Doom on the Game Boy Advanced.
Is that the real Michael Jordan?
I don't know. Yeah.
Right, so,
yeah.
Boom. Michael Jordan scores an incredible 38 points in Game 5 of the NBA Finals against Utah Jazz, despite being pretty preoccupied with this game Doom 2 on his Game Boy Advance, playing it during timeouts and even sitting for an extended period of time in the third quarter to beat the cyber demon he was stuck on. This motherfucker sat there on the sidelines and played Doom 2.
On the Game Boy.
During the finals.
Yeah, during the finals. And then he walked out and scored 38 points and then went back just so he could play Doom.
God damn, that's fucking GOAT right there.
Yeah. Rico Dalton, 9 years old, reportedly gets so fired up from playing 3 ninja kicks back on his Sega 32X that he receives an unprecedented bedtime of 5:15 p.m. The following day, the well-rested Williams claims it was totally worth it.
I gotta piss.
All right. I think we're gonna end after this one, but you go ahead and read this one.
All right, hold on. Let me get my beer goggles back on.
This is for the game Playboy the Mansion.
All right, August 13th, 2018. Speedrunner Matt Gibson, known for beating Leisure Shoot Larry games using a controller. What?
Read it out loud. Let the audience know.
I gotta go back. Speedrunner Matt Gibson, known for beating Leisure Shoot Larry games using a controller that is up his ass, completes the previous record for Playboy the Mansion, ejaculating in 12.2 seconds of completing the game. Get the fuck out of here. I couldn't even read that shit. What the fuck? I got questions.
I don't want to know the answers.
How did he get the whole controller up his ass?
I don't fucking want to know. I do not want to know.
I got questions.
I don't want answers.
The fuck?
No, we're ending the podcast.
Oh man, I'm sorry, y'all. I failed you. I'm drunk.
You drunk like one and a quarter, one and a third, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than a quarter.
Yeah.
I drunk one and something.
Something.
Y'all be the judge. I try to do the Edward 40 hands. I need more time. This beer done got hot.
Yeah.
And I'm busted right now. I'm so drunk. It's such a bad idea.
It was your idea. It was your idea.
I'm dreading episode 50.
Yeah, we haven't come up with an idea for that one yet, but we're doing something stupid.
No, we definitely did. That's such a bad idea.
Episode 60 is also going to be something stupid.
60?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I jumped one. Oh, 60 is so bad. Oh, my God.
Anyways, this has been the Too Faded to Play podcast. I hope you enjoyed. This has been episode 40. That's a good big number.
That's such a bad idea.
Follow the podcast or our clips on TikTok and Instagram. And be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification thing. Let us know what you think. He's fucked up. He's sleeping.
It's not fair because he didn't even finish his 40.
No, I only got about halfway through it.
Halfway through.
I've been talking this whole fucking time. I finished
my 40, goddammit.
I've been talking a lot.
Oh, man. I'm gonna have liquor shits. Oh, man. Well, no, real shit, though. Hey, man, you like what you said? Please, man, hit us up. Leave a comment. Follow us on YouTube at Too Faded to Play. Follow us at Too Faded to Play on Instagram. Please, man, that helps with the algorithm.
Oh, yes.
Like, subscribe, follow. Tell your friends, man. Tell them, like, hey, man, we got this white dude and this black dude, and they be getting fucked up, and they be doing some dumb shit. Shit, man. You got the last words?
No, I'm still kind of stuck on the guy who ejaculated playing Playboy, and I don't want answers.
I mean, think about it. They using that one. Mm-hmm.
What's funny about Playboy the Mansion, the Duke?
That's a big ass controller.
I don't know what Leisure Suit Larry game he was playing because it came out on like PC also, and maybe he was using like an Atari stick or something.
The keyboard?
Like, well, maybe you can hook up whatever controller.
The stick? The Atari stick like this?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Would you rather shove a stick up your ass or a Duke controller?
That's up his ass.
I know, but I mean, what's more feasible?
I really need to know the mechanics of this.
Look it up. You got his name there, Matt Gibson.
So if it's an Atari stick, it kind of makes sense because he just stuck the thing up his ass.
Yeah.
And he just
kind of like moving around. Yeah, I don't like those movements.
Oh, God. Ugh. What the fuck wrong with that guy?
I don't know.
Now I want to know what you look like.
Well, close out the fucking podcast.
I honestly, I think he looked exactly how I think he looks.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, my God.
Probably.
But shit, man. Yo, I'm your boy, LSD.
I'm Eggs.
Peace.
See ya.
Now you gotta look him up.
I'm not looking him up.
You don't close it, goddamn. I'm gonna look him up on my phone. I want to know what this motherfucker look like.